today's Photoshop challenge, I'm going to show you guys how to make this cool geometric landscape image. So the first thing you're going to need is a landscape image, and you can just search for a copyright-free landscape image on Google, or you can use a site like Unsplash, as long as that's not blocked on your computer, and find a landscape that you like. It does not have to be a mountain landscape. It can be trees. It can be whatever that personally appeals to you. So then what you're going to do is, after you've found that, you're just going to go ahead and open that into Photoshop. So I'm going to go File, Open, and here's my mountain landscape. So I will open that up. You may not get this pop up, and if you do, you can just hit Open Image. If you don't, then don't worry about it. The first thing that we want to do once this is open is, you can see it's here in my background layer. I need to duplicate this layer. Now I can either right click and duplicate layer, or I can hit Command J, and that will also duplicate the layer. Once I have this layer duplicated, I want to make another layer on top of it, and I can do that just by clicking on this little tab down here. Then I need to go into my shape tools. So in my shape tools, I'm going to get my ellipse tool, and then I am going to click and drag a perfect circle on this new layer. Now when I click and drag, I want to hold down the Shift key, and then after you start dragging, you may also want to hold down the Option key, and that will kind of pull it from the center, as you can see here. You don't want it to be too big, probably a little bit bigger than 50% of the height of your landscape. So maybe 60 to 70% of the height of your landscape, just eyeball it there. It won't matter that this is a color right now. That's okay, and it doesn't matter what color it is either. Of course, it'll be whatever your foreground color was set to, but just don't worry about the color at this moment. Once you've gotten this, you're going to go up and click on your Move tool at the top, and then we want to center this. So we're going to use these Align tools here, but notice that if I clicked on these right now, they're not going to do anything, because I have to tell what I would like this circle to align to. And the way that I do that is by selecting the layer that I want it to align with. So I've got layer 1 selected here. I'm going to hold down my Shift key and click on the copy of my landscape that I created. And then notice that these tools have now become activated. So now I can click in this center, and this will center it vertically up and down, and then I can click here, and this will center it horizontally left to right. Or I don't know if that's actually, you might want to think about it. I always think of this as horizontal or vertical and horizontal, but it may be, you can think about it in different ways. But basically, if you click both of those, you're going to get it centered right in the middle there. Once you're done, you can just click off of that. Then we need to select this circle. So I'm going to hold my Command key down, and I want to click on the thumbnail in this shape layer. So I'm going to click on the circle here, and notice how that selected just the circle. Now I can turn the visibility off of this layer that my circle was on, and I'm going to click onto this background copy, and then I want to mask that. So I'm going to go down and apply a mask. Now, it doesn't look like anything has happened at this point, and that is because we, have something behind there. But then if I were to take that visibility away, you can see that mask of that area that I created. So turn the background visibility back on if you did check that. And then you are going to click onto this layer. Make sure that you click onto this layer so that you're not selected on this mask. You want to be able to have this entire layer selected, and so you should see the brackets around the image and not the mask. Once you've done that, we are going to go to Edit, and then we're going to go to Transform, and we want to rotate that 180 degrees. And that is it. So once you're done, go ahead and save this as a JPEG, and then you can upload this to our discussions tab, to the appropriate discussions tab in our class. All right, have fun creating your first e-learning creative challenge.